Guess what? We're back. We're so back. Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. For Guangzhou 2026 XSE Pro League. XSE 1-1 game between Bait and the Lions. Guess what? We're back. We're so back. Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. For Guangzhou. This game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Bait. Firstly, we've got Bait. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. For this game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Bait. Firstly, we've got Bait. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. This game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Firstly, we've got Bait. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. This game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Firstly, we've got Bait. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in here. This game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Lions. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in This game, fighting from the XSE 1-1 game between Lions. Guess what? We're so Bait the light, the VO1 coming in Guess what? We're so Bait the Guess what? We're
We're so
Joking the round out for joking aside. 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 Force the issue down middle, and Bob XSE gets destroyed by that. Joking aside. Force the issue down middle, and Bob XSE gets destroyed by that. Joking aside. Force the issue down middle, and Bob XSE gets destroyed by that. Crash saved force by. Alliance will be annoyed by that one. Yeah, I was going to say, obviously only beer ones have been played by these two teams so far. Every single one of them, before they get to the BO3 stage in this tournament, are going to be Ancients. If you guys didn't hear that earlier, very common map to play in BO1s, but still. Bait lost to Nemesis, beat MIBR. We're now playing Alliance. Alliance beat NIP, lost to Paravision, and now playing Bait. 3 times Ancient. Bob XSE has dropped from the server. We'll try and get him back in ASAP. And while that's happening, I'm going to sip on my lemon and honey drink. Thank you. Are any Counter-Strike enjoyers in chats and Wimbledon enjoyers as well? I've got tickets this year. I've got tickets for the men's semi-finals. What a day. I can't wait. I've been lucky enough to win the ballot to get tickets over the last couple of years. But not tickets as impressive as Centre Court men's semi-final day. That should be a special one. And guess what? I have to be home by 11 PM for a Counter-Strike cast. For the love of the game, huh? We're back underway. Thankfully, it wasn't a long pause. Public Steve back in the server ASAP. Buy isn't great. They got 4 rifles, which usually makes it okay, but it's a lack of utility, which is a bit of the issue. aZe knows that there's a presence around A main. He's going to try and keep them at bay for now. aZe will get away with his kill on 1 HP. How many times have we seen 1 HP today, by the way? Like, aZe was left on 1 HP at least 3 times in the LG game earlier. So Insani was left on 1 HP twice. Now Twist on his turn. Alex cannot hold on to Twist though, swinging from cave. Now Kenzazor with the AWP instead, obviously, being given it over by Zizzy as he's on 1 HP. He's in a bit of trouble. Sentinel finds Bob XD, and there goes Kenzazor. They need MPL, and aVe's going to destroy him comfortably. All of a sudden, it is only Sizzy. He'd love to pick up that AWP and run away, but Alliance know that. And they know that he's going to be lurking around still. But Twist gives him no chance. Domed. And considering how the round prior went for Alliance, it's a very good recovery. Alliance now with control of the economy. It's a good dig onto Upe, but no more than that. aVe gets both. It was a bit dangerous to go into A main when you're up against an eco like this. You can feel like you could get caught by a couple of players aggressing up, but thankfully it is traded well by the Swedes. It's easy as an AWP in this round, which I believe is a hero AWP, because he didn't save it last time around. You can see he's got $30 or $250 in the bank, so that is a hero AWP. He's kept bait in the round. Smoke up from Twist. Sizzy will catch aVe though before that smoke blooms and Axe has hit a dig. Uh-oh. All down to Bob XD. Those are the ones in the corner. That's 1 freebie. But what play does he make? Oh, phaser smoke. That's huge. Is he going to read it? He is going to read it at the last second, just in time. Big round from Sizzy. The hero AWP comes to play, and it burns Alliance. Alliance, I was saying about them having control of the game. Well, all of a sudden, because their money hasn't been built up, that hero AWP round from Sizzy has contributed to breaking Alliance's money. Completely, as well. This is a full eco. It's not like they're double eco and need to force. They actually can just single eco and get a buyout in round 7. This is not a matchup we see all too often. The only other time these two teams, with at least these cores, have played each other was over a year ago. February 2025 in CCT, would you believe? Bait won that one 2-0, 13-5, 13-9. That was when Alliance were using Plessen still. Still the same core 4 other than that. And Bait still had head trick back then. Down middle for Kenzizor. There's one to above XD, and that is then trying to pull the trigger on a faster A play. Because he still finds one, hopefully fine, but Upe still finds Kenzizor, but traded toward Donut. Good catch from Ascentfield on aZe. That gives them a bit of breathing room now. He doesn't know what to do in the end. Only option really is to take a fight. He'll lose it. And Bait are starting to look a bit more confident now. Bob XD putting NPL on notice. Kenzizor says you're not doing that to me as well. Pushes a bit further forward. Oh, that is messy from Kenzizor. What is that? He wanted to try and get back into Jag and sees 3 players on his screen and is like, ah, that's awkward. Sorry, lads. So Alliance have a sniff now. That's a free M4 over to aZe. Sentinel needs to be really careful. Thankfully, he is careful. Remove the 1M4 that they had as well. Thankfully, Ira was there to pick it up. He does fight pretty aggressively. And again, gets caught. More messy fights from Bait. Some disappointing errors. So he's in a good position. Oh, he looked away at exactly the wrong time. He's so worried about them already being through donut. He's already looking at spawn. And I'm afraid he's too late on both timings. CT, he's stuck. Ira's now tagged up to 7 HP. We'll give the gun over to Upe. There is no Kevlar available to defend for Alliance here. The flashing towards CT is perfect. Twist gets one. Deagle drawn. Ira helps out for the last. Oh, Alliance. You just won't say die, will you? Many, many errors made by Bait in that round. They only have themselves to blame. It all stemmed from the opening Bob XD dig. That was the issue. This was a good fight. That one wasn't. Great proactivity from Alliance to flashing towards CT at the end there like they did. Gave them pretty much nothing. When they got something, they used it to great effect. XSE will hold on to aZe. A revenge frag. And then PL takes a lot of damage trying to jump away. Donut. Molly down to 15. Good kill from NPL. But the ball will eventually spread on that low HP. Will take him down, and aZe has been forced away from behind the site. Alex needs to make a move. Can he catch the AWP in the open? He cannot. Era is too ready. And Era will even find aZe 2 on the fallback attempt. So Alliance really causing Bait plenty of problems here. Especially in a BO1. This is one of those games where it's an absolute coin flip. Now, they are nowhere closer to finding who's going to be the winner of this. It's anyone's map. Loser goes into the 1 and 2 bracket with some very difficult teams to beat, by the way. 1 and 2 bracket is currently occupied by Lin Vision, NIP, 3D Max, Big. 2-1 bracket currently occupied by Eyeballers, 9Z, Paravision, and MIBR. Looks like there'll be no pistol madness from Bait in this one either. Alliance have shown no mistakes are happening this time. Era watches for the NPL aggression. No problem. aZe, you are not long for this world, my friend. And there we go. Alliance guaranteed a lead at the end of the first half. Or guaranteed a tie, sorry. I'm going to try and guarantee a lead. Alliance having control around A main. Be one player for Bait around that A side of the map right now. It tends to be the norm on a map like Ancient. Kenzor now has got a lot of work to do. Especially with NPL being taken down the rotation, and that flash is superb. Really nicely done from Alliance. That was not even Bait playing it badly, that was just hitting shots and using utility exactly when they needed to. I've followed aZe's career for a very long time. Ever since he played in a Swedish mixed team called Knazit, or however you pronounced it. It was KNASIGT. They played in the IEM qualifier as that mix. He played with Jazar, Ludwig, Vera, Debo. That was the apex of Sassanito, Jacob, Nork, Kickstand, and Sticko. And, yeah, aZe was popping off that game. I always remember that. Got a fantastic ace on overpass to send the map to a third map decider. Or I should say, to send it to overtime on map 1, I should say. But, yeah, they couldn't get to a third map decider. They lost 22-19, 19-16. That was a first time I was really made aware of how good aZe could be. He's had a great couple of entry kills in this map as well here today. Molly will not touch Sizzy, at least I don't think it will, and that might mean they overlook him. A big chunk of Sizzy this is, looking for 2, doesn't even need to get the second. NPL will help him out. No FAMAS kill for Alex though. Twist with another entry. Can't rely on with Twist sometimes, he's very good individually as a captain for this team, even now, this late in his career. He can't get more than one on this occasion, I'm afraid. Obviously, he'll get caught by Sizzy. And Bait will stay in touch. 5-7, not too bad at all. And it remains anyone's map in this BO1. Who drops down to that 1 and 2 bracket? Who advances to the advancement bracket in the 2-1 stage? We'll see very soon. Second half about to get underway between Bait and Alliance at the XSE Pro League over in Guangzhou. And these two teams looking to avoid dropping into that 1 and 2 bracket. Both these two teams as well have not played anything other than Ancient at this tournament, incidentally. If you were watching the broadcast earlier, you would have heard me say that. Kinzazor deleted by Upe. That's a very nice, satisfying tap for him. Twist has let him through, but Upe is falling back from checkpoint to checkpoint and continuing to click heads. A second one to grab. Twist absolutely just sells himself down the river because he knows that Ira is going to trade. Finds both Sizzy and NPL. Upe will finish off the round as well. Now that is impressive. Alliance are feeling it right now. Bait realising that the full eco to get the AKs out ASAP is a better ploy. A plant here would be a miracle. Twist already down, keeping them locked in. Look where Arvid and Bob XD are. There's even a fourth. Two. I'm not quite sure how Bob XD's been jiggle peak, triple dink headshotted by Kenzazor, but that's a nice kill to grab with having absolutely nothing invested. That's a very pretty emerald butterfly. I have one of those. As an enamel pin. Alone. If I had the real one, I would not own it. I would be selling that ASAP. Arvid will hold on. Spam the smoke, get it done. 9-5 confirmed. Guns drawn for Bait. It's now or never. Just to push down middle for Alliance. I know they might need to take a little bit more control here. So close for Upe. It's tempted. And the nade actually spreads to Alex there. He was quite far away from it, but he was so low HP that it tickles enough with the shrapnel of the nade to take him down. Now it's very awkward for Bait. You're a man down. You're locked in. You've got players all around you. No safe position for a plant, getting spammed consistently through smokes over and over again. And in comes Bob XD on the big flank, giving Kinzazor and Ascenthiel no chance. They're completely all over them right now. Reading their every move. And the denial of that bomb plant is such a big factor. We know how easy it is. Say easy. It's the easiest site to retake in the game, probably. A site Ancient. Look at the amount of damage that's done. And you can see the stress that some of the Bait players are under at the moment. They are not really in this game. they want to make a comeback happen, they probably need to win a round like this. With the Tech 9s. Big nade twist though. That's going to help out Arvid. There's no way in for NPL or Kenzazor. Zero and Bob XD will help out to make sure it's comfortable. Alex 666 is about to be 000 HP. Reminder on the B stream, we have one more game to come, and guess what? It's a full BO3, not even a BO1. It's Betclic versus Nemesis in the 2-0 bracket to find a playoff contender. BetBoom, strong favourites, you'd imagine. They haven't played this year. Of course, BetBoom without Flammus. Siren back in the fold, as we thought that would happen. Still playing well. Still looking like a slight cut above the Tier 3/Tier 2 competition. Or like the Tier 1.5 Tier 3. Good kill from MPL. Finally an opening in the round here for Bait. Finally a bit of nipple action. Yes, I said it. Only going 8 and 13 in this game. Need a little bit more from him. Era reliable on the AWP. Want to try and take a fight with Upe. Only jump spotting at the moment. Second as well, but unfortunately for Era, while he was trying to fight forward to take some initiative, he was in a position where it's only ever a one and done.
Bomb has been planted.
Bait will find their 6th round. Twist will try and keep the AK, and don't look at Sizzy's HP.
Terrorists win.
Pretty silent, it seems, on the Bait side at the moment. Not seeing much vocal... How many vocal players at the moment? They look a little bit down in the dumps, it has to be said. Can imagine maybe waiting a very, very long time in a day to play your game. It can be a bit like that. But, you know, you always have to be professionals at the end of the day. Try and get the job done when things are not looking too rosy in the camp. Kick chat. Who's winning the British Grand Prix? And why is it Lewis Hamilton? It'll probably be Antonelli. And we know Verstappen is very good at this track too. But, you know. I need to hear it from Kick Chat themselves. Surely a very high IQ consensus. I believe in all of you. Kim Kardashian? Agreed, Linskia. Agreed. Damn, a lot of you guys don't care. That's sad. Zyru will win. Talk about the World Cup at least. I mean, I can. But we haven't got to the final of the World Cup yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys maybe stayed up for Portugal and Croatia last night. I couldn't. But that was a bit of a banger. I watched the highlights during my break, actually. Earlier on in the day. Low-key, I think France win the World Cup. I'd love to say England, but they just haven't looked good enough yet. France have looked the best team by far. But you never know. World Cup knockout matches, you never know. You really never know. I think Mexico is going to be a real tough test for England at that altitude and at that location. And it's going to be tough. Zoro or Simple? My heart says Simple. My head says Zywu. Some of you guys are funny, man. Some of you guys are really funny. I mean, I hope so, Zima37. I hope so. To my knowledge, yeah. I think the man called, or the man or woman, I think we probably know which, called Luck Magnet might need to take a bit of a breather somewhere and maybe consider their life choices. What is on their foreheads? I'm told it's a cooling pad. Favorite football club? Probably Arsenal. I can't lie, I'm not a massive football supporter, but I've liked Arsenal since like 2010, earlier. 2008 maybe. I'm more of a tennis and football guy. Tennis and football. Tennis and Formula 1 guy, to be honest with you. But obviously, World Cup is goated, so we get ourselves up for that. Do I cast for majors? I've casted major qualifiers before. Not an actual major yet, though. One day. One day. Why are there so many pauses? I wish I know the answer, my friend. That's one thing I can't tell you. I don't know the reason for this pause either, I'm afraid. Imagine it's some kind of thing the admin needs to sort out. / people in charge of peripherals or something. Hopefully we'll get back in ASAP. You can blame me if you want. That's fine by me. Yeah, this Trav guy's causing all the tech pauses, man. It's all his fault. Sad to hear that. I hope you were coming from being an Arsenal fan. True. Look, I'm not that much of a... Okay, I'm going to say it. You guys know what it means. I'm not that much of a gooner, okay? I am a gooner, just not a full hardcore fan that goes to games, Arsenal games. And before you start saying exclamation mark, that is a term for Arsenal fans, okay? Djokovic or Nadal? Same with simple, actually. Same with the simple Zyro conversation. My heart says Nadal. My head says Djokovic. Djokovic, numbers-wise and everything, clearly the GOAT. But Nadal, his clay court record, how unbeatable he was at the French Open. Sure, he lost a few games, but only a few in years and years and years. I just think he has a little bit more legend to him, in a way. But logically, Djokovic is the GOAT. Sinner or Alcaraz? Alcaraz for me. Tennis and F1, those aren't even sports. That's what some people say, but tennis is more hardcore than you think. Who is on the Knazit roster? You literally... I don't know if you're way behind, but I said that ages ago. Sometimes you can, like, lose time on the kick scroll through. But it was aZe, it was Vera. I'm going to have to find it now. Arvid, Ludwig, aZe, Vera, and Debo. Probably players that aren't really on teams anymore, low-key. aZe, Vera, Debo. Let's have a look. Ludwig, no team. aZe, no team. Vera, no team. Hasn't played in a year. Debo played in 2023. Yeah, all of them don't play anymore. Only Arvid continues to play. You have a nice voice and accent. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That is untrue, Zuma37. Doesn't change anything. Alright. It looks like we're almost ready to get back in. And we are. So, apologies, guys, for the delay. As I said, you can blame me. All good. But yes, we're ready to go again. Apologies for the delay. And we shouldn't really have much left to go in this game. The Lions are still in full control. They have a full buy available. Bait only just found their first round back. Arvid. You try to put a few bullets through that Jag wall. It'll tend to be a punish. Twist trying to recover things. Great reaction onto MPL. Former IGL versus current IGL. And Twist, current IGL, will put bait down. Beautiful work. The Jaguar will bite. And Twist makes it tasty. Sizzy and Alex in a twist. Not knowing where to go next. Sizzy might get one for free. And judges it well with a double scope in. But the bait in for Upe is a freebie. And Alex has the bomb. And actually has a free B bomb site. But getting the plant and getting any sort of clutch is looking tough. And Bob XC gives him no chance whatsoever. 12 for Alliance. And they're getting loud for good reason. Trying to force his way out bottom middle. Big damage on aZe, but he plays in to find Kenzazor in the end anyway. Twist is going to grab aZe, and this game is ebbing away from Bait. What a great performance from Alliance has been so far. Era finds one more. MPL and Alex are all alone. Alliance are going to be moving into that 2-1 bracket, and Bait are going to be on the edge of elimination. And don't forget not to go anywhere. We've got Bet Boom versus Nemesis coming up after this game. That one should be quite fun. I would favour a Bet Boom 2-0, but still it should be a fun one. I'm an enjoyer of Bet Boom, that's for sure. Great shot from aZe, and Alex is all alone. 6 rounds for Bait, and Alex 666 might be about to go down with only 6. Bomb plant is not going to happen. It's the freest of free taps from aZe, and what a great team performance from Alliance. They'll be delighted with that. They're going to go into that 2-1 bracket. Bait on the edge of elimination, and I think the main thing that the Alliance will love with that is the fact that they kept their cool, kept their calm. With a couple of pauses that came through in that game, they still looked in full control. And Twist played great individually again, as he so often does for this team. He'll finish the series on 16 kills. Say series, this will be a 1. He'll finish the map with 16 kills. Era 15, aZe 14, aRvid 14, Upe 14. You could not wish for a better squad performance from Alliance. They're going to be in difficult company in that 2-1 bracket. There are lots of good teams in there. Paravision, MIBR, 9Z, Eyeballers. But playoffs would be a great opportunity for the Swedes. And they would deserve it as well. Bait are going to have to lick their wounds and come back tomorrow in the 1-2 bracket. For now, I'm going to have to, well, lick my throat. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to have to lick my voice and hope it gets a bit better for the final beer 3 of the day. We've got Bet Boom, we've got Nemesis. Make sure to come back for that one. It should be a whole lot of fun.
disabled in the round. Too far away to make any magic happen. Exits at the most. But he's got his mitts on the AWP, so it's save time, Jame time. And FaZe will secure a big old 8.
Terrorists win.
Now quick, while we're chilling. Are we synced up? Are we back?
Terrorists win.
Okay, it's still almost ahead. But is it okay? Is the audio in sync enough? It's not in sync enough? Not synced. Okay, but the problem is, if I tell production, the stream might go offline for another 30 seconds, and you will miss the FaZe 13-0 I wrote in the script to make you all happy. To show you that FaZe can do it. You don't want to see... Oh, did I leak the script? Bad, guys. Wait, I'll change it. I'll change it. Sinners win this round. I'm typing keyboard ASMR for my homies to fix the problems. We're trying to make this a clean experience for everyone. Soap and all. Alright, squeaky. Brush those teeth. Floss as well. The full service. Anyway. Standoff here towards lane as FaZe. Clearing out the close angles. Mollying, nading. They're just trying to be aggressive as hell. Lovely entry work from Twist. Kisserek. A disaster for him. Modo on the trade game. Finds one. But how quickly does FaZe go forward? Twist doesn't want to lose the bomb. Doesn't want to present it in the open. But I believe it's been seen on the map. So you see Stress on as well. Eyes on red, but shifting... slightly further towards that B site, knowing with 20 seconds, FaZe are running out of options. They will sprint in, they will split it. Modo, 1 for 1. Oh, and Shock's down on the back of side as well. Stress on, may be able to save the day. There's time. The bomb, it's on the belt and in the hands of him. Jay Biden, a man of the people. Oh, and he's too quick with it. There's another. Crispy for 12 for him. Clean as a whistle. FaZe keep it going. And the crowd are loving it. Top 5 cuisines. Okay, Mexican, definitely my top. Thai's up there. Actually, no, Thai's a little bit lower. Vietnamese is my second. Love a good pho. What else? Just meat. I don't know what cuisine meat is. Barbecue. We'll lump all the barbecues together. That's 3. We'll leave Thai in there because they've got some pretty good stuff. It's so hard. We're going to go with Italian because it's the only thing that came to mind. Bit of action going down. Stress aren't able to at least find that first pick. Does that allow more rifles to be retrieved? Lane control not quite fully there, but Stressant and Kisserek, they are trying to just be absolutely disruptive here. Over towards the lane side, Shock somehow dropping the bag, missing a sitter. And FaZe in the 2v4 might be able to drag this one right back. Awkward positioning from these CTs, but again, there's no way he gets another. Jay Boner down in the ground. Oops. And that'll be the first round for Sinners. I told you I'd change the script. I told you couldn't have the 13-0. Hey, you all wanted to complain that much. I had to leak it. My bad. Oh, third wave barbecue. Yeah, let's go there. I take it back. Italian's great, but it's not in my top 5. Japanese sushi. There you go. Actually, that's probably third, and then shuffle everything down one. Fourth, we win. That's the top 5, boys. There you go. Bit of action. Sinners finally getting some early dubs. Look at that. Big damage on the mid pump. 2 easy picks. And putting themselves in a great position to win themselves a second. FaZe definitely doing more than enough already this half. Everything else from this point is just a bonus. They've bought this one. They've got plenty of cash for the final round of the half as well. And of course, this round isn't actually over. 3v5. FaZe just doing it tougher than before. Big picks. Shock kicking up a storm. Ooh, and there's that third. Shock, an impressive series, even though Sinners aren't going super well right now. Having a few big moments over on the first map. Unfortunately, much slower here on Ancient, but finally firing up the engines. Yeah, Kisarek, he does have a different posture. Built different for sure. The lean in. Him and Max. Similar in their stance. But job's not done. One more round for the half. Let's see what FaZe opt to do. Spending a lot of time just pausing in the mid-round and finding those openings. Sinners adapting eventually, but again, it's one of these situations where 9-3 at the half can give you some hope, especially if you win the pistol towards that second half. But now we've got to change up. Sinners with the 2-man A main setup. B stick further from the angle makes it look easy. Dink on a J Bowen. And FaZe going to be happy just with the 1-for-1. Lane control still there. You can see Frozen lurking his way around. He's managed to get that pick with the aggression down ramp too. It's a big individual fight for him to win. Ooh. And there he is, lurking. And with that pick, might just call the rotation across, but do they go through mid? Do they walk into the scope of Moto? That's the bomb here. Jiggling and waiting. Surely, Jacob, surely you don't do this one. But the A site's also being cracked open. Twist so advanced. Smoke's going to fade soon. And Frozen flanking CT. Where could these CTs be? Where the hell are they? It's Donut they have to worry about. Smoke finally fading. And with 20 seconds, they're not going back to B. Frozen with the Donut flank about to happen. Well-placed molly. And J Bowen spots him on the fadeaway. Well played round. FaZe hit back for 10. Double digits in the first half. And I cannot wait to see not only what the crowd has for us, but what goes down in that second. And to get there, we could go to a break, or we could watch the crowd throw up all the memes. Look, Nika with the phase up. Whoa, who's that Giga Chat? There were some big arms. Oh, yeah. Twist. You've gone too far. Schweiger. More of that. Oh, bit of something going on here. Okay. Got that Titanic. From Carrigan and Brokey. There you are. I don't even know what that one is. Hey. It is Friday. Just unfortunately not Brokey Friday. He's not here anymore. Either way, replay time, and we'll see you after the break for more Counter-Strike, FaZe and Sinners action.
Terrorists win.
Straight into the action. We are back at it again. Big plays out of phase. And they're going to be able to find themselves that second half pistol. And you know what that means? They are certainly in a position to be so close to victory. I apologize. I was just letting you enjoy the sounds of nature. I was checking if we were synced up, if we are there, because we are so close. We are so close. Where are you? That's a good question. That is a great question. I am here, guys. I am here. You lost me, and I'm glad you were worried. You came looking for me, and for that, I am grateful. Is it time to send him home? Jacob certainly thinks so. 2 more needed. The force, of course, there for Sinners. A couple of Galils. A couple of pistols. But only 4 remaining already. Whoa, okay. Trades favouring FaZe again. Bit of extra damage at range. And with the 2-man advantage, Jay Bowen just falls off again. A chance for Moto and B-Stick, but that smoke will only last for so long. On 13 points of health, this is going to be a tough hold for Jay Bowen. It's just down to the timing. Lovely movement. B-Stick with health. Gets chipped to half. And there's only one player towards A. Twists hot on the heels of them. They wanted to go to B. But now the jig's up. B-Stick down. Moto still with the bomb on his back. And with Frozen deep in Donut, he's in a nice passive position to fashion a retake. Just creeping into sight. Hoping he can find something, but with 10 seconds, you have to make it happen, and he won't. Very rough position for Moto to be in. But FaZe now 1 away, cleaning up the series, cleaning up the half. No plant for Sinners. Leaves them asking for a loan from the bank for this one. Tech 9s, Mac 10s, some flashes. What do they have for us here? Eyes on B. The rush is imminent. Cave smoke there. No one should be able to fight from heaven. And Twist, oh, he wants to take the fight to them. That's aggression. That's a message sent. Damage onto Moto. He's been spotted through the doors with that swing. And the AWP's online already. Boosted up, Jay Bowen. Punishing anyone if they cross that line. The 3-man B defense could come undone, though. Jacob, fortunately, out of dodge, out of the position of the double dunk. And the CTs will connect. Jay Bowen doing it again and again and even one more time. Pulling out the secondary. What a goddamn map from Jay Bowen. FaZe 13-2, 2-0. They are still here in XPL. And they survive in the Swiss stage for at least one more game. Sinners, unfortunately, don't win a map. They don't get a chance to show what they're truly capable of. And they have a long trip home from China. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game that was. Beautiful gameplay out of FaZe. Finally showing their capabilities. Newcomers all firing up. Twist as well. Leading by example. Getting involved. And think back to Mirage as well. Frozen having so many triples. So many nice little sequences of kills. And it's good to see that the understanding of the youngsters is all coming together. It's just a matter of, do they need more time? Yes, of course they do. They've just made like 3 swaps in the last 6 months. But alas, how much time they need? Well, let's find out. We've got our boys down on the bloody stage to have a quick chat to. Let's see what FaZe have to say.
Frozen a very confident game out of you guys in this one, and well, you are the king right now, showing it as what I saw on the social media being put in there, but this was a shift from you guys. This was some dominance as well. What would you say the difference was in this game compared to the last couple of best of ones you guys had?
Ooh, big difference. Yeah, I mean, first 2v1s, I don't think we were really there. We were not really connecting. Communication was not flowing, not offering ideas. And, you know, individually as well, we're not there. Me personally as well. So, yeah, I mean, we just showed up today.
我们今天的表现确实和前面2场这个差别很大呀。就前面2场因为是 BOE 嘛，我们感觉我们都根本没有在服务器里啊，无论是在这个心态上、配合上，还是我们的这个对吧个人能力上都没有在线啊。但是今天我们是全员在线的。
And before I start talking to him, I need to ask you a little bit about him. Like, how good can this guy